So let's see if the energy is the same by the end of this walk.
It seems like we have entered monkey territory. It's literally mind-boggling.
What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to our channel. We are still in Singapore. You guys saw us explore the city, and now we are in the nature side of things. We're going to be going on a trail called MacRitchie Trail, and it is the oldest reservoir in Singapore. Let's check it out.
Whenever we visit a new country, we like to check out the city, and then we also always like to look at what's available in terms of nature. And like we said, the city here in Singapore is very green, very lush. All the buildings are covered with trees and plants. But now we are a little bit out of the city, and we're really excited to be checking out this beautiful trail. It's supposed to be gorgeous. It has something called a Treetop Walk, and we're super excited to check that out as well. Not too far into the trail, we can already see the big reservoir over here, and you can see the water right in there. And you can actually get a kayak. You can put your kayak in here. You can go paddle boarding. There are signs over there actually showing that you can go inside here. And yeah, we're not going to be doing that today, even though we would love to, but it is available if you have time and you want to do it.
I'm so excited to do this hike. From what we read online, to get to the top of the suspension bridge, it's going to take us about an hour and a half to 2 hours and back. So it's going to be a total of 4 to 5 hour trip. I did mention the suspension bridge, which we're going to show you guys very soon once we get to it. The total for this walk is 10.5 kilometers. That's why it's going to take so many hours to go there and back.
It seems like not only can you go kayaking, you could also fish here. So that is another possibility if you enjoy fishing. I myself love fishing, but Zay over here is an absolute fishing hater.
It's so true.
She does not enjoy it, but anyways, we're obviously also not gonna go fishing today. But right here is the boathouse where you could rent kayaks. There are some kayaks right beside it that we saw, but it seems like it may be closed at the moment. There is no one out on the water, but it looks very calm actually, and the water looks beautiful. It does look like it might start to rain. We hope it doesn't, but the sky is looking pretty dark. And there is the paddle lodge right there where you can do your rentals from. Actually, that part seems open, but we're not sure if the rentals are available at the moment.
You guys can see how beautiful the water is, and look at how nice and clean this paved walkway is. This is just the beginning of the trail. If the rest of this trail is like this, this is going to be one easy hike.
You guys can see the different trails up ahead right here. I think that we are going to be doing the Treetop Walk, but there's plenty of others to do. We might continue on depending what's available once we get there, but we will see. We are going to head this way for now, and the paved trail ended, and we've got the gravel right now to walk on, but it is nice and clean. And here is kilometer 0. So let's go. Zay and I love going on hikes, and sometimes when we hike, it just happens to be the middle of the day in the scorching heat. We've had that happen to us a lot, and we're sweating buckets. But hiking through this trail right here, it is beautiful because it has a beautiful tree canopy covering everything. So even during a hot day, it's nicely shaded. So we really do love this about this trail. And yeah, the surroundings themselves are just all beautiful, and we're enjoying it a lot so far. I find it super cool that the trees here, at least some of the trees, have plaques on them that tell you what type of tree it is. Like this one right here, you could see just how spiky this tree is. This is something you do not want to be bumping into, that's for sure. And also, it's not just the trees here on this trail, but I've seen these plaques even within the city on certain trees, and that's awesome. You can actually see what kind of tree it is if you're interested.
just about a kilometer into the walk that there's junctions that split off into different trails, and there's these helpful signs right here that tell you which way you're going based on the different stations and walks. And there's also these plaques that have a lot of information about the different animals in this forest, which is really cool.
Something really cool as well that I just noticed right here is that the name of the trail is actually carved into a wood plaque over here at the beginning of the trail, as well as that this is kilometer 0. And this trail is actually only a 50-meter boardwalk, so on the way back maybe we'll check out some of these, maybe not, depending on if it's going to start raining or how the weather's looking, but I just thought that was really cool.
We are currently 1 kilometer into the walk. We just passed the marking point. We are high energy, we are excited, we're happy. We only have half a water bottle and no snacks, so let's see if the energy is the same by the end of this walk. Look at this beautiful bamboo tree, and I just want to mention that this forest smells so nice and so fresh. It's so cool in here. We're enjoying the walk a lot. And there's a lot of different types of trees and plants that we're very intrigued by. It's really cool.
Despite the fact that there is a lot of tree cover, I am still sweating buckets. So good thing there is, even though it's not sunny today. But if it was sunny without tree cover, my sweat would be pouring twice as hard. So I'm really happy that there is this tree cover. At least it's a little bit cool. But as you can tell by my face, I am still dripping sweat.
It's because he's carrying that backpack and the camera. Also, there's definitely a decent amount of people taking this hike, so it's really nice to see that. You see a lot of people on this hike. It's fun, even for kids. We saw a couple kids walking by, so if you want to come here with your family and do it, it's not a hard hike at all. And the path has small inclines, but nothing that's not like doable. We're 3 kilometers into the hike, and we didn't realize this before we started, but we saw this sign and it says that the Treetop Walk is only open during certain hours, Tuesday to Friday from 9 to 5, and on weekends from 8:30 to 5. It's closed on Mondays. The first 3 kilometers of the hike were gravel paved pathways, and now that we are continuing to the Treetop Walk, it looks like it's just a bunch of stairs. I don't know how far these stairs go, but at least it is going down and not up. It was a very short distance of stairs. The rest is back to paved pathway. What's really interesting about this hike is the different types of walkways that you get. We walked down some gravel and then some steps, and now we are on a paved road. It's an actual road, and we are walking up to the treetop right now. Along the walkway, there are these few huts where you can sit down and just relax for a little bit if you get tired, or if it randomly starts raining, you can come and just wait it out under here. There's these little benches right here. Looks like Attila took a seat already. You tired?
No.
Well, we're almost there, 500 meters away. And look, it has a beautiful lookout into the forest. How pretty is this? I don't know if you guys can hear the thunder in the background, but it's been thundering the whole time we've been walking, but it hasn't started raining yet.
And hopefully it never does, because we have the expensive camera and we have this waterproof backpack that we have not tested yet, and we're not really trying to test it if it's possible. But yeah, it's been thundering the whole time.
It's okay, we're ready for it, and we're sweating, so it would probably cool us down. 500 meters away, guys, let's go.
It seems like we have entered monkey territory. This trail also has monkeys, as you can tell. We're not gonna get terribly close, but we'll get close enough where we can actually see them. And they're very cute, but remember, if you're gonna feed them and stuff like that, it's probably not the best idea, because they might take your belongings or bite you or who knows what. So you just want to be careful, keep your distance, but they're really, really spectacular to look at. So we have made it to the boardwalk, and you can see the guard is right by it over here, and we're gonna make our way and go to the Treetop Walk. I cannot wait to see what it looks like, because in photos it looks amazing, and it looks like we gotta start going because this guy's yelling at us, so let's go. After all that hiking, we have finally made it to the Treetop Walk, and this suspension bridge over here is the first of its kind here in Singapore. And an interesting fact about it is that it connects 2 of the highest points in Singapore, Bukit Kelang and Bukit Pierce, which is really cool. And the views from up here are incredible. You really are on top of the trees, as you can see. we're literally on top of them, and you can look all the way down and you can see a bunch of monkeys hopping from tree to tree, and it's just a really cool experience, and the hike was totally worth it.
Also, fun fact and true fact, this is all free. It is free to anybody who wants to come and visit this place, do the walk, do the hike, and visit this suspension bridge, which we find pretty cool.
There's also these informational plaques along the way that you can read, and Zay and I have been reading them, and there's very interesting facts that are written on them, and that's another thing that we always do. And like whenever there's an informational plaque, we always stop, read it, and we get to learn a lot of new stuff. Like there's a lot of stuff about the animals, the plants that are written on here, and it's just very interesting. Being on top over here on this bridge and looking down, being here in person, actually, you really see how tall these trees are. It's literally mind-boggling. They are so high up, and it's absolutely insane. I'm not sure if you guys can get a sense for it on video, but it really is crazy how high these trees go. Like, you can't even see the ground on video. It's like all the way down there. We are on our way back to the beginning of the trail, and it's about 6 kilometers. I think it's at 5.9, which is quite the hike. And if you guys remember at the beginning of this vlog, Zay said we have no snacks.
We only have half a water bottle and no snacks.
But I thought ahead and I surprised us with 2 apples. She wanted the Snickers, but since we're healthy, we got the apples. Maybe next time we'll do the Snickers because it'll give us a little bit more energy. But we're gonna have these snacks right now and head back to the beginning of this trail.
These are gonna be so delicious. I'm so tired. We ran out of water and we have like 6K to walk. I'm gonna enjoy this. We are walking back to the entrance of the trail. We're 2 kilometers away. Spirits are still high. We're not burnt out yet, but we are so close to being done, and this was such a good walk slash hike. It's definitely worth it if you guys wanna come and try to do this. Ow, that was so hard!
We did it!
Woo! There's a couple different hikes and stuff to do in this area. There's also a really nice beach that you can visit when you come to Singapore. This isn't the only thing that you can do here, but we made it back. This is our starting point. It's now our ending point. We walked 11 kilometers, or should I say hiked. We hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please leave a comment down below if you had a favorite part. Please leave a like and subscribe. We will see you guys in the next one.